A GameStop clerk in Florida killed a shoplifter attempting to snag some Pokemon cards. Clerk used headshot, very effective. In a new study, scientists transfer Alzheimer's to healthy young rats. They first knew the rats had contracted Alzheimer's when they lived out the entirety of The Notebook, but the rat version. Florida man was found guilty of murdering his wife after she refused to go on a home renovation television show. His defense was, quote, "We definitely have enough room in the house for a man cave. She just didn't want me to have any fun." A judge states Alex Jones can't use bankruptcy protection to avoid paying the families of the child victims of Sandy Hook school shooting. If you think about it, it's kind of a student loan, so it doesn't make sense he could claim bankruptcy. I think SAG-AFTRA, the writers and actors, are still on strike. Personally, I never gave money to theater kids for their bake sales, so... Adam Sandler paused during a comedy show for someone having a medical emergency. Afterward, Sandler said, "Shit, that would have been a cool crowd work clip. Can we go to the hospital so I can roast him for having a heart attack?" And now weather, with me, Liam Salvage. There was a hurricane near southern Mexico, so if you're planning on going to Mexico, don't go here. If you're going to Mexico, I'd recommend staying around here. That's about as far as I'd go. And now sports with Michael Dickens.
Danny Serafini, MLB pitcher, was arrested for the murder of his father-in-law with a firearm. He wasn't pitching. It wasn't his arm, it was a gun. The mother-in-law, who was also attacked, survived, and the count is 1-1. Deshaun Watson, disgraced quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, has missed the past 2 games. Many are wondering, where did he come this time? He is expected to start when the Browns play the Colts, but only because everything is bigger in Texas, including tits. UFC fighter Victor Henry was sent to the hospital after a gruesome groin kick. A doctor entered the ring while he was writhing in pain and tried to tell him it didn't happen. Turns out, hypnotists aren't doctors. The NCAA is investigating number 2 Michigan Wolverines for stealing signs. Head coach Jim Harbaugh denies any and all allegations. In other news, a 4-car pileup in Detroit. In a recent meeting with the Detroit PD, the police chief asked, "Where the fuck are all my signs?"